Hello, everybody. I had to stop and think for a sec. I was going to say happy, and I'm like, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's the middle of the week. Normally, I'm here either on Monday or Friday, the beginning and the end. So we're here to liven up your midweek knitting.
Midweek rant time. No, it's because you're traveling tomorrow.
I am officially on vacation. Well, technically I have a couple of work things I have to finish up from home before I leave tonight or tomorrow, but I
That
am,
happens.
yeah, but I'm done. I'm done. Now I have to do all the laundry, the packing, you know, all that stuff. But
All that stuff.
yeah, but it's gonna be so fun. Yeah, we're leaving for Sing tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna pack my knitting, like
All the knitting.
all the knitting, most of
You
the
taking
knitting.
an RV van with you? All the knitting.
You know, I would. I we had it's just gonna be Eric and I in the car, so we're gonna have a little bit of extra space.
Mm.
So I'm thinking, ooh, that means I could bring an extra couple books, a couple of extra knitting projects. I could stop. I'm stopping at the tent sale, you guys. But I'm not.
So I like strong colors. I prefer linens, cottons, fingering weight yarns.
Yeah, I know. And
You're taking wish lists. Let me give you mine.
I know. Well, I'm
Stay
really
the way from pastels. I don't pastel nothing. I'm not into it.
don't pastel nothing. I
Don't
like that.
pastel nothing.
Yeah, I don't really either. But I'm actually really just going to go and look. I'm looking. Cheryl wants sock yarn. Cheryl did not go on Monday, the very first day of the tent sale. She and Trish had talked about just jumping in the car because it's less than an hour for Cheryl to get there. But in the end, she was a responsible business owner and stayed home to sew bags for her show this weekend. So everybody who's shopping looking for bags, she'll be happy that she stayed home because she probably had time to get a few more cut out, few more sewn, few more to take to the show with her. So I am going to stop it. I'm going to look for sock yarn for Cheryl.
Okay,
That's my story.
then you're sticking to it.
I'm sticking to it. And I am not going to come because Jocelyn, oh my God. Okay, so what was it? Was it just 2 weeks ago
Not even.
when we were chatting? Yes, like a week and a half ago when
Yeah.
we were chatting, and you had said you had just totally cleaned up and like organized your yarn room and weighed everything.
I am going to be over 400 balls of yarn.
Yeah.
The only thing stopping that right now is I have not counted that last little tiny box with the 50-gram minis, but I have enough of the 50-gram minis that I'm going to have more than 4 balls. So yeah, no, I mean, I did manage to take 6 balls out this week because I crocheted 2 bulky market basket bags.
Yeah.
So I made a serious dent in my well, given that it was 7 days, I made a serious dent by taking 6 and almost a half balls out.
Yeah.
But I've got some balls that have to go back in.
Well, that's good. I haven't touched what I have. I'll show us. Do, do, do,
Well,
do.
organizing in and of itself is a huge task. You can't do it all at once. You
It
can't do it
is.
all at once.
It's like
Doing it
when
in
you,
chunks, keeping track of it, and then when you're finished, you're finished. But like give yourself the time to have some breaks.
oh my gosh.
I
Well,
took a
I
I took a
feel,
week and a half break between counting one side of the stash and the other side of the stash. I didn't attempt mine all in one go. That's crazy pants. That's
yeah,
crazy pants. I mean, that looks gorgeous and so organized.
it does, doesn't it? Now it's like I don't want to touch it. Now that it's been weighed and accounted for.
I mean,
Uh,
I'll come over and lick it for you if that helps. That should just take all that desire to not touch things right out the window for you.
um, yeah. So, but I still have. Hmm,
A lot.
oh my God! Like I haven't even made. I've just started to make a dent. Like
No. Sorry,
it's.
one step at a time. Take breaks. Just
Yep.
keep track of whatever goes on the shelf. So if it's on the shelf, it's accounted for.
Exactly.
And then your total will just come to you as you finish up sections.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
just been, yeah, I've got my little
And
notebook.
you will
I've
feel
just been,
so good when it's done. I mean, you won't because you'll see the number and you'll be like, dear God, what have I done to myself? But there's something about knowing exactly what's in your stash and exactly where it is that is
yeah,
very soul satisfying.
it feels really good just doing
Feels
what
great.
I have done so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really making me think like
Yeah.
I do not need to bring like a big garbage bag full of yarn in this house. I do not need to do that.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
I mean, it's not going to stop me from buying more yarn because
no,
it's not, guys, it's not going to stop me.
no,
It
it will
is
not.
probably going to make me go, okay, if I'm buying yarn, I know I'm at a point where right now what I'm making is sweaters.
Mm,
So I'm not buying those single skeins anymore. I am buying sweater quantities of colors
yeah,
I like
yeah,
because I know I like the variegated sweaters on me and I know I like to make the garments. And I know that if I don't use it for a garment, I've got four skeins of something in the same weight, in the same color. I have a matching mitt, hat, cowl. Like I have a matching accessory set
you've got a
ready
plan
to
B.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I'm like, no, no, no more single skeins. I am
I
getting away from that. Unless it's coming in as a club box, I'm not buying single skeins anymore.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't give up the Happy Mail. I get a pretty piece of Happy Mail once a month. It is the highlight of my month. Otherwise, all that shows up in that box is bills. That's a lot of bills.
Yeah, you need something happy showing up there.
Happy
I
showing
know.
up.
I kind of said the same thing a while ago is yeah, no more single skeins because yeah, I've got well, I have enough. And
Mhm.
sometimes single skein shawls are nice, but I would really like to do at least two.
Nine times out of ten, I don't even wear two skein shawls. Like it has to have the
Bigger.
big Stephen West or Jocelyn size to it.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
I'm not even wearing them. So like why would I even bother making a smaller? Why? I'm not going to use it.
yeah. See, my mom, on the other hand, she likes just something small that will just cross inside her coat. She doesn't
Mhm.
want something that wraps around.
Oh, it makes total sense. Like, let's be my shell gets stuck in car doors, I get stuck in apartment doors, it gets stuck in my
Yeah.
cane, it gets stuck in my arm. It is a dramatic hot garbagey mess, but I love it. I love it.
Oh,
And I'm not willing to give it up.
yep. Well, and that's what you got to
Yeah.
knit, right? And that's what you got to buy your yarn for is those kind of projects.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know I have enough, but I know I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy yarn. Like, I thought, I mean, I could totally go a whole year without buying yarn and would
It
barely
wouldn't
make a dent in what I could knit in a year.
it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be fun.
No, I know, and that's the
Mm.
thing. I think I want to do
I'm not
something
in
mostly
the
use my stash, but yeah, I
realm
can't.
of being depressing.
I know, and it's like, why would I stop myself from doing something that brings me so much joy? I love shopping for yarn.
When I
I
when I wrote out my will, I wrote out where crafts should go, and I have contact information on my computer, so if something happens, my family knows who to get a hold of so that they don't have to deal with this.
yeah. Well, I know
Like
because then that's the last thing they're not going to want to, and they're
they're not
just
going to want to.
box it
So
all up.
I
Thing.
I I did all that prep work for. I'm in my early 40s. I'm 41. I did all that prep work for them. It's done. It's sitting there, and I
That's
will update it as needed.
yep. Well, that's good. Yep, sock yarn for Cheryl because Louise doesn't have enough sock yarn. Liz sounds like she doesn't believe me that I'm shopping for Cheryl.
Just saying, I love
What?
presents. So you could shop and just put it in the mail for me. That'd be fine.
I and see, and I would be happy doing that. I really, truly, I just like buying yarn. It makes me happy. I would love to buy yarn and then give it all away. Yeah, I could, that would totally be great.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna stop. I don't have a whole lot of time because there again, I've got Eric, unless he takes off on me, which if anybody knows Eric, that's a high probability. And
There's some potential.
there is a high potential.
Mhm.
So if I end up having some time on my hands, then I will spend more time at the tent sale because why not? But I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I can convince him to help me shop and give him a list of a couple things I'm looking for. He can go see if he can track them down or find a helpful salesperson to point them in the right direction. I don't give them a job, right? Give them a little
Yeah.
job, keep them
Give him
busy.
a task.
That's
I
right.
put kibble in your food
Then I
bowl.
can
Go
go
eat your
around
kibble.
and see what I can see for Croy, for classic wool. Those are really the only, well, I say that. I always say those are the only two that I'm really interested. And then I come home with like a bunch of other stuff, right? But
Look
there's a
for
lot.
some linen. Look for something different.
I don't think they don't have fancy yarns, right? Like this is
Linen's not fancy, but okay.
I know, but it's not. Like that's a natural fiber. So
Yeah, I was like,
they have well they've got all they have Bernat and Patents
mhm,
and oh they had Sugar Bush Sugar Creek. What was that? They had that yarn, but I think that's been discontinued or some of it has.
mhm.
They have Karen. So Patton's Burnett, Karen, they have tons of dishcloth cotton Burnett and what's the Lily or Sugar and Cream?
Sugar and cream. Lily's sugar and cream.
Yeah. They have a lot of that. They have some Karen. They have got Canadiana and Astra. They have a really economical acrylic yarn that they just call tent sale yarn.
Mhm.
Um, which
Yeah, but
and
if it feels like Red Heart Super Saver, don't buy it.
well, I was going to say it's kind of looks like a red heart kind of thing, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes people like that, and it must knit up well for some things because people are always buying it. But those I don't want any of those, so I can be
Oh,
pretty much rest assured that, um, yeah, Astra I don't like, so I don't buy it. So there's a few I can say that I will not purchase. But the sock yarn is the one, but typically it kind of goes quickly.
I would absolutely
So
get in trouble with Karen cakes and any of the Burnett Premium, especially in like Halloween colors.
yes.
I would get into trouble.
Yes, the Burnett Premium is really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
For an
Oh,
acrylic.
I love Burnett Premium. It
Yeah.
is a gorgeous acrylic. It's
I
a
have to look
gorgeous
if
acrylic.
they have that one
Yeah.
there. Oh, no. But yeah, so there's a
And
lot that
very
I
well
will
priced for the
walk
size of the
by.
ball.
Well, it is. So that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
so well priced that it's like you just think like, how can you turn it down? I'll take some pictures of the tent and post them so you guys can see my dilemma of like how do you not come home with a trunk full?
Don't have a trunk? I mean, that helps me a lot.
Well, see, mine's going to be filled with vacation supplies, right? Coolers and bedding and clothes and blah, blah, blah for me and Eric. So, and I have a very small car. So that's going to stop me right there. But then I also am going up, I think, again, end of the week again. So
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see what
We'll
I come
see.
up with. You guys will be able to sit here and tell me in the comments when we chat again. It'll be like, oh, you'll be able to say, Louise, you did super, super good. Or he'll be like, we knew it.
Maybe some laughter. I may giggle. I may giggle.
That's
Yeah, I may
fair.
giggle.
I
Yeah.
bring it on myself. So, but
Nope. It occurred to me today that this is the long weekend. I don't make plans for long weekend. I don't do anything on long weekends. I chill. So I messaged the
eh,
mysterious Mr. B. I'm like, it's a long weekend this weekend. He's like, oh man. He's like, I want to sit on Discord and chat while you craft something and I work on my Warhammer models. I'm like, sure can. That's as
that
fancy
sounds,
as a plan gets.
and that sounds perfect, right?
Because neither one of us will get out of pajamas to go visit the other one on a long weekend. We go, no.
And that's great. Oh, what is
Absolutely.
it? What? Oh my goodness, Nikki, what is this? So Nikki says her oldest daughter is passing through Greenland this summer, so I may have to give her money to buy me a sweater quantity if she happens to come across yarn.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That
Uh-huh.
is that is a mom's prerogative when children
That
travel.
that is a must if she's anywhere. Hey, Susanna. Hello. Who else is in the chat? I saw Liz and I saw Sam and Diane and Sally and Nikki. Everybody else must
We've
be
got a quick
just
kibble in our
knitting
bowl.
away, or maybe most people are busy on a Wednesday night. So then that's all right too. The replay will be there for the weekend when people want to.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, no
Oh,
biggie.
so I know I am just so excited. It's Wednesday night. I'm done work for the week. The long weekend is coming. And I don't know. I have grand plans to get like tons of knitting done, but that's not going to happen.
Nope.
Because my granddaughter, I'm gonna be with my granddaughter the whole time. So,
Nope.
like eight well, but you know what? I'm not gonna have a whole lot of time with her because like there's 20 plus of us going to all be together. My whole family is going to be there.
I'm calling it right now. You're not getting anything done.
And and well, and they all want time with Scarlett, right? Because they don't get to see her as often as I do. So I will gladly share her with them. But when you have a toddler, all of a sudden everybody's got to be on high alert, right? When for running babies. So it,
Nope.
yeah, but it'll be fun. But I'm hoping I'm gonna want to go down at least every night for a little bit and sit down by the water and knit. That's
She's
my
in her
whole
tree.
goal. She's in her happy. She's yeah. Look at her. She's yep. She's comfy. Daisy went outside. I think
Oh,
she went.
we don't outside.
Yeah, I gave up trying to stop Daisy because it's like, well, trying to herd a cat, right? When it wants to get outside, it's like, yeah, I'm
She doesn't. She
done with
goes
that.
outside and then she freaks because she's outside and comes right back inside.
Oh, Daisy loves it. She's like, I've had a neighbor say they walk their dogs by and they stop and they laugh and they're like, she is like a watch cat. She sits on my front step on the outdoor mat and she sits right in front of right dead center of the door and just like stares out at
Hmm.
everybody. And she's like,
Just making sure you don't go on her territory. Did
yep,
you understand where the divisional lines are and she's not giving you a passport to cross the border?
nope, nope, she is on duty. She does her job quite well. Oh my gosh, yes. So yarn shopping tomorrow. And I said I might stop I want to stop at the Itty Bitty Yarn Co. I'm sure it's
Okay.
Co. Itty Bitty Yarn Shop, Itty Bitty Yarn Co. So it's one of those two.
One of those two.
And so I'm gonna look her up online and see what all sock yarn she has. And see, I might just go in and try like one skein of sock yarn.
Just one?
Just one.
Just
Just
one?
one.
We're
Nope.
determined?
Because like that's why I started saying like earlier, right? Like sorting all this yarn, and I'm like, I like really have no room, really have no room. And it just really makes you think, like I don't need to buy a whole lot. So I'm like, just like a ball or two at a time versus 20 or 30 at a time. I'm just gonna have to pace myself. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But anyways, shall we talk and show some knitting? What was your goal? What were you working on this past month?
This past month, everyone voted for me to work on the cowls that I'm designing. Do
Yes.
you remember what everyone voted on for you?
Yeah, well, I think so because I worked on something. It was the sock, the little shorty dainty sock.
Okay.
And yes, so that was my project for the month. So how did you make out with designing?
Didn't
And
even pick them up.
didn't even pick them up. Okay.
Didn't even pick them up. I
Fair.
worked on my triangle endless summer adventure shawl instead.
That's all right.
I couldn't. I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's the thing you're supposed to be working on. And then, ugh, we hit 40-degree with humidity heat. And I was like, no,
I know. Very-
absolutely not. I
And
do
that
not
is
want to
fair.
do color work cowls at DK worsted weights. I don't want to be working on that right
That's
now.
fair. I mean, I know we are I didn't even look at my weather app today, but yeah, I stopped at the store on my way home from work and they said that they had heard it was like hitting like 45 with the humidity and it felt like it was crazy hot out there today. So yeah, you don't want something super heavy and anything that's going to feel warm for
No,
sure.
it's not what I'm vibing at the moment.
No, well, and that's the thing, you got to do what you are enjoying. So how much did you get done? Did you start it or did it was already started and you picked it up?
I had to restart because I was second guessing my gauge, so I went down a needle size.
Oh, okay.
past Jocelyn was correct the first time around. So I had to rip and go back to the larger size needle, which I knew is what I should be working on.
Well,
So I've done all of this progress in about the last week and a half.
well, you don't know unless you try both of them, right? You have to have something to compare to. So
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that's just the way it goes. You
Yeah.
have to.
And I really, really want this shawl to go out this month. Like, I literally just need to finish this variation and then I can release the pattern. So, like, I really want to get it done this month.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So is it just one color or is there other colors in there?
It's gonna fade into four different skeins of purple. Do you want to see one of the bags I made this week?
Hmm.
If I can grab my other handlebar. Come here, handlebar. I put them all in here.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
I got four different shades of purple
Hmm.
in Holst.
Oh,
So I'm gonna fade from a light purple to a dark purple from the Holst once I'm done with this dongle tweed gray.
nice. That'll be gorgeous.
I am very excited, but I have been waiting to get into the purple for months, so I'm like, I really want to be in the purple.
I know. That's like I bet a shawl that is it's called Teal of Fortune. It's like it's one of like the Karen cake ones, right? But
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
center colors are gray and then the outside two are teal,
Yeah,
but the color name is Teal of Fortune. But it's like that's almost like
50% gray.
misleading because it's all gray when you start. I mean, that's I guess unless you start from the outside, you'd be in teal, but I'm like, it's gonna
Want to
be
be out of the
forever
gray.
before I hit the teal. But I am like, just keep going. A
You
little
can
bit.
tell, well, it was caked. You can tell where I wound it up again when I ripped the shawl.
But that's satisfying, right? Because once you get knit up, that part that you ripped out, then that feels
Uh,
like there's a milestone. Like you've hit that, you're back to where you were, and then now you're,
and the shawl is double the size it was on the smaller gauge needles. So like it was the right needle size to go up to. But
yeah. Well,
my God, I want to be done with the gray.
that was my first thought. Me said when you went smaller, smaller. You don't do anything smaller. Why would you go smaller?
I don't
But
know
I
what
guess
I
it
was
depends.
thinking.
Like if there's lace and you can't see the lace because it's too loose, then you have to go smaller. But bigger is usually better because then you get lots of drape and it's a little bit bigger.
This has got the right drape to it.
Yeah. Nice. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, I saw Susanna asked if you got her package.
Susanna, mail is only delivered twice a week to the building, so I will
Okay.
literally have to go check in the morning because it would it's today. It's either
Okay.
Tuesday or Wednesday, and then like Friday
So
for us.
maybe,
Like there might be a package posted thing delivery thing there notifying me.
well, there you go. You got something to look forward to. You have some more happy mail there.
It'd be great, but yeah, no, like mail delivery isn't daily here.
Hmm. Well, that's all right. It'll get there when it gets there, right?
Yeah,
So Nikki, I just scrolled back. I'm like, Greenland. What yarn would they have there? Like, do they have like what kind of sheep do they have there? Do they have Shetland sheep? Do they have Icelandic sheep? Is there something that you know of, right? Like when you think of Greenland, is there a kind of yarn, or do they have like Loki yarn there? Um, would they have something similar?
I have no idea.
I have no idea
I have
either, but
no
now
idea.
I want to know. So now I'm like, or wait, I mean, what would you do if your daughter, does your daughter knit, Nikki? She maybe, I wonder if she does or if she knows enough to go like to carry a conversation in a yarn shop, right? It's just like some of the kids like they get it through osmosis over the years, right? Whether they want to or not, they learn all the lingo and um but yeah, Greenland. So like do you just walk in there and say, I'm looking for a sweater quantity of yarn? What is the most like local yarn that you have? Something that's I
I
don't
mean,
know.
she could probably go in if she finds a yarn store and go, I would like to buy my mom some sort of local brand of wool because she's a big knitter. That'll be
Yeah,
about all she actually needs to say.
yeah. Like what would be a good souvenir type yarn?
Yarn to take home to my mom. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, oh, wouldn't that be amazing? That'd be
And then
so
find something with no English on the label. You're good.
like the balls that come from Norway. It's like that means wool and okay, that's a needle size and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No
Okay.
English.
Nope. Eh. Oh, Susanna's gonna check. She says thinks she has a tracking number. So
Sure. Well, yeah, because they'll track it till you get to the city, and then it'll sit in the city for a day, and then I'll get a delivery notification whenever the mailman stops by again, and then I
right.
have to go get it, right? So there could be days between when it arrives and when I actually get there.
Yeah, yeah. So Susanna's still working on the knit night hat. She was
Okay.
talking about this on Monday night.
Yes, I remember she mentioned it on Monday.
Yeah. Susanna, did you post a picture of it in the Fiber Friends group?
Notice how she didn't tell us how she did on her socks? She just kind of slid back to comments.
Oh. Oh,
No.
Nikki says she has no idea. She doesn't know if she'll even see yarn. Yeah, but I've asked for natural or neutral colors, and yes. Oh, she does knit a little. So there she goes. So she can know her way around the yarn shop and what to get. And well, that's exciting. Hopefully, Google it. Liz says Google it. That's right. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh, you guys. Eric's been calling me a bazillion times here. Do you
He's
think
excited about tomorrow?
he's excited?
Yeah.
Even though I told him I'm busy. I text him just before. Um, do not forget, he says. Forget what?
Mm.
Forget to pick him up. Forget we're on vacation. Do not forget. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna search. Okay, what should I search here?
Greenland yarn stores.
Greenland yarn stores. I don't really know that much about Greenland.
I know we've been having an incredibly polite war with them
Hmm. Oh,
that
oh, oh.
involves dropping liquor bottles off on a deserted island
Hmm. Nope, nope. Okay.
that's super tiny.
Okay, let me try this again.
Okay.
Now I need to know. Nikki, have you Googled it?
I
I
need
know
to know how the socks went.
I would be I would be like talking to I'm like, okay, what is your itinerary? Where are you going to be? Let me Google um where the closest yarn shop is.
No, no.
Um oh,
Probably should because people bring the weirdest things home from vacation for gifts for me.
it didn't come up with anything.
They might not have any. Or if they do, those stores don't have an internet presence.
It's interesting in itself that okay, maybe I
Maybe they only have big
oh
box
oh
stores.
no no it's showing me yarn shops in London. Okay, no, what is this? Knitting in Greenland. It is nice to knit something for the winter season, and as in Greenland, we can find muskox wool, ordinary wool, or different kind of yarn. Guide to Greenland. Okay, what is this? Knitting in Greenland. This looks like a blog post.
Show
All
us
right.
the socks.
Okay, so who's making socks?
You
Suzanne?
are supposed to be making
Oh, me. Oh,
socks.
my socks. Oh, oh. Hmm.
Put down the Greenland.
I
Show us
know.
the
I got see
socks.
how excited I am. Like, oh, I'm like, wouldn't it be fun to go to Greenland just on a knitting tour to see what they have? I don't know.
It would be
Not
really
very
fun.
often. You
Money
Google,
wasn't an object, just a year-long yarn sabbatical. We'll just go all the way over to New Zealand and we'll just take a whole fiscal year and we'll just putter all the way home.
I know, wouldn't that be amazing?
We'd have to mail so much stuff home in advance of our arrival, it wouldn't even be funny.
I'm gonna buy some lottery tickets while I'm on vacation.
Okay, let me know how that goes. I'm
And
game if you are.
if I
Heavens
show
knows
up,
I'm full of fun history knowledge and things I want to go see and do.
well, if I show up at your door,
I'm off.
you
Imagine
know,
that conversation. Hey, sibling, can you watch my cat? Sure, for how long? The next year? What? Just go
here,
with it. It'll be fine.
just be back.
I'll
We'll
be
just
back.
be
I'll
back.
send treats
Feed the
and
cat,
weird cat toys from around the world. She'll be fine.
feed the cat, and collect the yarn packages.
Oh, I would just mail them to my sister's house.
Oh, well, that would work. There you go.
I'd be like, and I have a box full of yarn and something for her, my niece, and my brother-in-law on the top of the package, so they'll want to open it, close it up, send it off.
See, we could figure this out. We could totally figure this out.
I was born yesterday. I know how to shop.
All right, so my sock is not done, but I did work on it.
Oh, good. Better than me. I didn't even work on mine.
Yeah, so I picked mine up and I did have to switch the needle though. I had it on a circular needle that I had got from Michael's, and it was a loops and threads pony circular needle. And I think it was just a 36-inch and I was doing magic loop. So the length of it was okay. It didn't have a lot of loop on either end, but it was enough for one sock. But the join was just annoying me.
Terrible.
Yeah. And I had maybe I didn't use magic loop with those needles before because I bought a couple of them. Maybe I don't know if knitting in just in the round, or maybe I was doing a shawl flat because I had bought the needles, I had tried them out, and I thought, oh, I actually am, impressed with these needles because I think they were $10, 9.99 or something, right?
Okay.
And I thought, okay, I'm going to try them. And the needle tips were fine, and I thought the cords were fine, and I didn't have a problem with it. But doing the sock with magic loop with it, oh, it was terrible. I just spent all my time trying to like push my needles over the join. So I had found some DPNs when I was cleaning. So I grabbed some 2.25s and just switched out the magic loop for DPNs.
Please tell
And
me you let go of that knitting needle.
um well, I'm not using it currently. It would be fine. Maybe, well, maybe not. Yeah, I think it's just gonna go.
A join is a join is a join is a join.
You're
You
right.
just let it go.
Yeah,
Or
so
you're
I
going to be in
don't know.
this same situation later.
Next time I pick it up, you're right.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it was just that one needle that
It
the
could have been. It could be the type of needles. It could be just that one needle. It could be that
yeah,
now that you've worked with different types of joins, you know what join style you like versus
yeah.
what join
So
style
I
you
don't
don't
know
like.
what size, if I had just a larger needle, like if it was a 5 or 6 millimeter or something that I was using
Yeah,
with
because like
some
when I
chunky
used
weight
Knitter's
yarn.
Pride, I had no problem with Knitter's Pride joins.
Mhm.
When I started using Gu, I have huge problems with Knitter Pride join.
Oh yeah. So once
Don't
you
like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
once you know something better and you go back, that's a
I
very
got rid of my Knitter Pride needles. They no longer exist in this apartment. I only have Gu.
there you go. Well,
I
can't
do
complain
not
about
keep
that.
tools if I do not use them.
Yeah, I know. I should get rid of them probably. But anyways, but there's the heel. So when I picked this up like last month, I just had a heel flap, and I actually did a little bit more. I did an extra half inch on the heel flap and then
Right?
turned the heel,
Good.
picked up gusset stitches. So now I'm just knitting round and round and round. Got all the interesting part done. So,
Is it your first or your second?
it is my first.
Okay.
Which leads me to my next little bit of a stumbling block, shall we
Okay.
say. It is
Issue, roadblock.
it is Patton's Croy, which is comes in 50-gram balls.
Uh-huh.
Here is one ball that is almost done.
Uh-huh. You don't
I
have a second ball, do you?
don't know where I'm sure I have one. And like out of like how many 50-gram balls did I have 368 50-gram balls that I have weighed. Um, did I find another one? I think this is called Summer Stripes. Yeah, sweet stripes. Was there another ball of this in one of those bags? I don't know. But now the good thing is that I know exactly where all my sock yarn is.
You can go find it.
I can just go to the shelf. I can pull it up. I can look at everything that I have,
Yep.
and I can just go through until I find it
Uh-huh.
or not. And then that means I haven't came across it yet, which it is still out there somewhere in my
Change of
unorganized
plans.
stash.
I'm going to show up with a Sharpie marker and a very large quantity of extra large Ziploc bags.
Hmm. Well,
And I'm going to bag every one of your projects so it's completed in a bag. I'm going to seal it up and I'm going to Sharpie marker the date
who is
and
it?
what the project is. And they're
Somebody.
clear so you can see them, but I can also squish them flat so I can get several of them in one
Mm,
bag for you.
yep,
Yeah.
I know. So I don't know. But if they still sell this yarn, I don't even know. Hopefully this is still a current colorway. I hope it is. It's really, really pretty. I could just buy another skein of it.
It's true, you could.
It is. So we'll see. But I'm hoping surely I can find it has to be around here. So but I'll finish this one and then
I could just hear chat telling you now.
I know. I
Should have
know.
kept it in a project bag.
In a project bag. I know, but I always switch my project bags around, which I know
Yes, you
is
do.
the problem.
It is a
I
problem,
know it's the
yes.
problem. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
It doesn't
okay,
help any.
muskox. Liz is saying muskox, Kiviat. Nikki says, I have not looked up anything. She's on a scholarship and she has a stopover on her way to and the stopover is in Greenland. Oh, wow. Okay. Liz says there are sheep, a heritage breed. That's exciting. That's exciting. I
Hmm.
did tell her she could also get fleece. Okay, so really, Nikki, you're not picky at all, right? It's like anything fiber related.
Well, yeah,
Just
because it's a stopover, so there's absolutely no guarantee she's going to have any time at all.
no, yeah, it depends how long it is. But hey, really, they should be like Norway and have a yarn shop right
When
in.
she lands, when she has to get back on the airplane, like
They
so
should just
much is going to be outside the realm of control
they should just have it right there.
in the airport.
Yeah. So my thinking,
The Canadian airports and maple syrup.
oh no, Liz is going to. I know. Liz says I started shorty socks yesterday and I'm almost done the heel flap. Yay. I'm so happy, Liz. You just knit socks up super, super fast. Oh no. Liz says, this is why Ravelry is great. It tells you exactly what yarn and how many skeins.
Except you have to put it into Ravelry. Ugh,
Oh, I
no,
know.
thank you.
But I had this epiphany Monday night because somebody was asking me, Kim, a new lady had joined in and she's like, are you putting it all on Ravelry? And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, because I tried that. But then I realized last time I tried it, I was doing it all. I was organizing, I was getting yarn grouped together, I was taking a picture, then I was uploading it and typing it all the info in. And it would just seem like way too much. But I thought, oh, if I go through and I organize everything, get everything all together, and then I start right back at the very beginning and pull out every skein of yarn again. But this time I already have all my sock yarn together, so I can gather all the colors. Most of them are already put together. And then I could maybe put it in Ravelry. That
Sure.
seems more doable.
That is more doable.
Hmm.
I am never putting my stash in Ravelry. I might put Erin if I read Fabrico's yarn in Ravelry,
Yeah.
but that would be it. That'd be it. Like I went through and I did the organizing stuff. Just no. Buckets of no. It doesn't help me any. It doesn't help me any.
Mm. Well, then yeah, if you don't think there's a purpose to it for you, then
No.
not. But I could see I would put mine on Ravelry. And I think now that I had that light bulb moment of splitting it into two steps, I like that could be
I mean,
doable.
it'll really help.
It could be doable.
Really help. Guys, come on. Sweater quantities right now are held together with elastic bands so that I keep all the colors together or are
Yeah.
already in project bags so that I don't confuse one sweater quantity color with another because I don't see
Okay.
colors all that well. So having a picture of something on Ravelry isn't going to do a bloody thing for me.
No.
No,
So in your case, then
it's not useful.
yeah. Well, then you can just spend that extra time knitting. And
Absolutely.
oh, Liz said she started what? Sure. Oh, yeah. Shorty socks. Yes. And she's like zooming, whipping through them. Nikki said, I agree they should sell yarn in the airport. They sell maple syrup in the Canadian airports. Exactly, right? So I know if yarn, if that's like the big draw, I mean, I'm sure doesn't everybody go to Greenland for yarn?
I'm pretty sure people go to Greenland for other things.
Maybe not. Probably yarn. Cindy, I know you thought you were here tonight. It's okay. I know this was like totally random. We've never done anything on a Wednesday night, so
Hey, it's
that's
not my fault. I'm
glad
not traveling Thursday or Friday, ma'am.
I know it's all my fault. Sorry. Friday night, I'm hoping I'm either around a campfire, I'm sitting at the beach. I don't know, doing something relaxing.
Huge plans. I'm gonna be sitting on my chair with my feet up. Ah, yeah.
That's good.
Huge plans.
Oh, Sally, I just finished the gusset on her first sock and ready to start the heel flap on sock two. Oh my gosh.
Oh, excellent.
That's really, Sally, that's fantastic. Sam, did I read your comment? Nope, I didn't. Let me go back and find it. Sam. Ooh, I go way back. Did you even? I don't see, Sam, I just saw you saying hello to everybody. I don't see anything else. Just retype it again.
Oh, it's a long weekend.
Yes. Oh,
I could. I could.
ooh, you formulating a plan?
I love to shock Diana.
Ah, you're going to start and finish something.
I am literally editing to release bonus content on weekend projects.
Mm-hmm.
So like things we either a know we could do in a weekend because like I did the tote in 2 days, like less than 2 days. Like no, it can be done in a weekend, or things I
Okay.
think we could do in a weekend. And she did some raised eyebrows of I don't think you could do that in a weekend. So I'm like,
That's a challenge.
maybe I do that this weekend just to see if I can. Like
That
she
would be
doesn't
kind
think I can crochet a whole vest in a weekend. I think I can crochet a whole vest in a weekend.
oh, I think you can.
Oh, I think I could.
Oh, I think so. No sleeves? Totally.
No sleeves. And it's crochet. It's worsted crochet. Come on now.
Ooh.
Come on now.
Sam, save that till next week when I see you in person. Sam's got a question about a pattern,
Hmm.
and then I can explain it to you.
You'll be
Um,
better in person.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so what are we gonna work on for
That
the
is the question.
August challenge?
That is the question, isn't it?
Hmm.
Isn't it
We're gonna
just?
wrap up here in probably like 15 minutes or
Okay.
so.
Now,
We're just gonna
I'm
stick to an hour tonight.
I am currently crafting a countdown to Halloween crocheted striped blanket along.
Oh,
So
are
I
you?
have that going on.
That's exciting.
The Choose Your Own Adventure sweater design work continues. I'm starting a new craft project with the Craft Off with Diana on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
They'll be voting on Friday, and I'm letting people vote between well, we're both making the Tolsta tank, but it's the
Mm.
colors, like what colors do it at, and I have the options of a sparkle base in grays and purples, or like
Ooh.
gold finch yellow and black emerald, like a really deep green.
Oh,
striped. So like I'll be casting on something for fun this
yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
So I'm thinking I should probably work on one of my whips this month because I'm
Okay.
already because otherwise it's
Okay.
this.
That makes sense.
Otherwise it's the shawl I'm currently working on because I want to get it done.
Hmm.
Which won't be secret because as soon as it's done, I'm finishing the numbers and I'm taking photos and releasing it. So it's not really good secret crafting
Okay.
material,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know?
Yeah. Well, then one of
Like,
the whips it is. That makes
do I
perfect.
whip? Do I do a whip?
I think you should. I think
Okay.
so.
Which case, it's either going to be my Scrappy V shirt or my linen top, so I can get some garments done and off my needles. And I'm gonna say finish. I'm gonna say finish.
Are you?
I'm gonna
Oh
ha the
my,
linen top, I have is bottom up, and I'm
yeah.
up at the armpits on the body, and
Oh,
I have a sleeve and a half done.
oh, wow. Okay. So that is in
Like that's a
territory, isn't it?
feasible finish.
Feasible.
Like, I mean, you guys won't know about it till the podcast when I go into detail book, and I'm hoping to have the second sleeve up to the armpit level too at the same time, but that's what I've been working on this week. And the Scrappy V is well past the armpits, and the sleeves are done on a top down.
Oh, so then it's just the body's just plain?
Yeah, she's plain stockinette. I'm just changing colors every 2 inches.
Yeah. Okay.
I got like
Are they
12, 14 inches left in it,
are they both fingering weight?
both fingering weight.
All
And
right.
they're both
You
at like
guys,
roughly that same point, right?
so the linen or a scrappy V?
Or the Scrappy V.
Bottom up or top down?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What'll hold me up in the top or bottom up is that there's no pattern. I'm gauged garment, so I have to figure out my
Okay.
neckline next.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Scrappy V, there's technically more knitting to do because it's a longer distance to cover,
But it's just plain knitting
but it's just
rather
plain
than
knitting.
changing colors. Oh, you've got two for scrappy top.
Okay.
Cindy and Nikki both say scrappy V. I think I'm going with scrappy V as well.
Okay.
So there's three. What do the rest of you guys think?
Oh, I'm
Oh,
glad we're only doing an hour today. I am melting under these recording lights.
Sam says scrappy V. Liz says scrappy V.
Ooh, we might have Scrappy
Right.
V for a winner.
Everybody's wanting to see this done. The scrappy is fun, right? Just so how are you doing, Jake? Do you have colors? Like, do you have them like A, B,
I can
C,
change.
D, or are you just
Let's.
randomly picking as you go?
Oh no, I sorted the colors out
Okay.
because I'm striping them, and I'm fine that the colors themselves are randomly selected. The stripes have to be roughly the same,
Okay.
so I had to
Okay.
to blend that part out. Let
Well,
me pull this right side
Susanna
out.
said scrappy V as well.
Okay, so
So I think.
this is a Scrappy V.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Single skeins from my
Wow.
sock yarn collection.
Oh, that's lovely. Little bits of like, is it purple or like a rusty color in there?
Yeah, they're Aran of Fireweed Fabrical colors, unshockingly. I know for sure that this top is Red Wing Blackbird.
Okay, yep.
And I know one of the colors in here is a Star Trek Club colorway, but the other ones are birds.
Oh, it's pretty. Oh, there's more of a blue. Oh, that's really
So
cool.
I just picked three colors that worked really well together, and I made the fourth color a nice contrast, the Red Wing Blackbird, to
It
be
looks
the cuff details.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I did.
oh, that looks good.
And
All right.
it's a nice V. It's a nice deep V, which I
Diane
like.
also said Scrappy V.
Which I like.
So, okay, it's Scrappy V.
Scrappy V. Okay.
Hands down, 100% of the votes going to Scrappy V for a
It's gonna look
fifth.
so good for a finish. Yeah. Well, come on now. I only have. Do you like my super scientific measuring method?
But
It has to be here before I measure it.
okay, okay,
That doesn't mean it's done. It just means it has to be here before I measure
sure,
it.
okay. Well, that's not far.
Oh, it's not that far.
But do you realize, I don't even want to say this out loud, you guys. We'll see this finished and it will be September.
Yep.
It'll be Jocelyn month. Like it'll be the start of fall. It'll be pumpkin season almost. Oh, yikes.
Oh, and the Halloween crafting's already started behind the scenes for
Yeah,
October because
for sure.
there's Vlogtober because I've got the second channel, so I kind of want to
Okay,
do
yeah,
that. So
yeah.
there's so much going on right now. And
You're
it
right.
just gets busier.
I just pulled this bag. I was like, I don't even know what I have to work on. So I grabbed this bag because I knew that I had thrown in some projects in here. So where
Guys,
is
I'm very hydrated.
that's always a good thing.
I will have to go dehydrate after this. Dehydrate.
Oh, here we are. It's like I knew this was technically started. It is not started by much, but it is technically started.
Okay, it counts.
A start is a start, right?
A start is a start.
Um, okay, so this is a hemp blend, and
Okay.
this is going to be just a really simple top, two rectangles, boat neck, drop shoulder, just as easy as you can get.
Like the crop top I'm writing a blog post for.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So there is that one. So there's the red hemp yarn. There is that. There is, oh, okay, this one was had a gauge swatch. The needle has been removed,
Okay.
probably for another project. This again, oh no, 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 no. Wait, I'm wrong.
Uh-oh.
I am wrong. This was supposed to be just the plain rectangle, the croy, the sock yarn, the Patton's croy.
Okay,
With
well, what was the
the-
other one supposed to be if that's supposed to be the plain boat neck panels?
this one, this one is supposed, I think this is supposed to be my Sabby top.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that is what this one is supposed to be.
Okay,
This is
okay,
just the plain rectangle. So the croy, the
okay.
hem, both summer tops.
Croy
And
or hemp.
then I have a brioche project.
Oh, Lord, woman. I mean, like, don't let me judge you. Like, what is it, this side? That's all knitting projects. All the way down, all the way back. It's all knitting projects. That's not design work. That's just whips. Design work is kept separate. It's kept separate.
Um, okay, I'm
And it's
changing
not counting the stuff that just lives on my coffee
it.
table. Oh my God, I have to craft for Advent too. Oh, jeez. Okay, I have so much going on.
You have so much. Or there was a brioche. This is a brioche cowl or hat. I can't remember now which one it was supposed to be. Was it a cowl? I think it's a hat. I think it's a cowl.
Oh no.
Oh, Cindy. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I knew somebody else was knitting the Sabby tops. So Cindy says hers is in time out. Oh no, do not like how it's fitting in the front. Oh,
Oh,
darn,
see, I was
really?
gonna vote for the Croy panels
Hmm.
because that is something that could go to the lake and potentially get worked on because it is
It's just plain.
straight
Yeah.
up stockinette. So you're just doing it for the colors. And I think that would work up. And I could conceivably see you being done in like September, October. And
Hmm.
then that's the perfect time for that lightweight wool to start going
Yeah,
on.
it
Yeah,
totally works then. Yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm
Okay,
thinking.
so those are
Also
the
that
two you
Croy
got.
color and a boat neck. Oh, it looks so cute.
I know, I think it
It
would.
looks so cute.
So we've got the croy, we've got the brioche, we've got the hem.
Oh, Croy all the way.
Croy all the way, Jocelyn says.
All
I'm
the way.
pretty happy with that. I want to do all of them at some point. So Liz also says croy. All right, so then I better We'll see. We'll get a couple more votes in here. And yeah, so that's the first thing. Nikki sings Croy too. Oh, Nikki and Cindy both say Croy.
Croy's
Okay.
coming out strong.
Maybe that's gonna be it then.
Croy's coming out strong.
Oh, Nikki,
Ooh,
but I also want to say brioche. I know brioche is always fun.
brioche is fun.
Brioche is fun.
I've
Brioche,
done it once in a Stephen West shawl. I'd never done it before, so I did it in a Stephen West shawl. That seems about right for me.
or I think the first time, I don't know if the first time I did it was in an Andrea Mowry, like one of the Find Your Fade shells that had brioche in it. I don't know if that was the first, or it was one of the first times that I had done it.
I
Sally
have
said,
the
"Right."
I have
Okay.
the so like I have the brioche hug pattern
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Cozy Up Knits, but
Yeah.
I need to downscale that to a fingering weight because at the DK
Yeah.
it's going to be too thick for me.
Too heavy to wear. Yeah. Okay, you guys. Looks like Croy. It is.
Right?
I'm,
Excellent.
I'm good with that. Okay, I'm going to keep that out. Oh, Nikki. And Nikki says she's in love with brioche at the moment. I know. It's all
Fair,
well, I mean,
fair.
like I say, you can't go wrong with brioche. I mean, unless you really don't like it. If you like brioche, you can never go wrong with
I'm
it, right?
I'm a little corner to corner crazy at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Isn't
vibing
it
the corner to corner
fun though?
crochet.
Don't you like it though when you get in a
Mood,
a mood?
a
Yeah.
groove. Yeah.
Like something that you just want to do all the things in.
I would be a famous artist. This would be my C2C phase
Well,
era.
yeah, sometimes there's nothing wrong with that.
It's good. It's all good.
It is all good, for
As long as
sure.
you're crafting and having fun. That's the important part.
Absolutely. Okay, so you've got your scrappy V-neck.
My scrappy bee.
I've got my croy. All
Hmm.
right, so we've got our projects. I'm still going to work on my dainty socks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still going to work
Okay.
on this Endless Summer Adventure shawl because I want the triangle version to go out.
Mhm,
I want
mhm.
the needles. I have other I have other things taking space in my brain.
I know what that's like. You want the needles. Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm gonna pack up some knitting. I don't know. I should
I want to
probably
knit
do
this
this.
flippin' purple holst I have.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Oh yeah, Nikki says corner to corner is fun.
Oh yeah, total fun.
Cindy says I like corner to corner. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I yeah, and now I'm sitting here thinking about what I'm gonna pack. Always pack my knitting first, and then my clothes are totally the last thing, and I just like grab.
Well, dainty socks, your croy top,
Yeah,
and then whatever you want to have for Monday night check-in.
yeah.
That should get you enough projects.
Yeah. I'll put a couple extra in just for good measure.
That's fair.
You never know.
Yeah, I visit my mom for like 4 or 5 days. I take 2 months worth of knitting work with me. Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I know, because you have to, right?
And then I buy more yarn while I'm there. Problem.
I will, yeah, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna think about that because I've got my other DK sock. That would be a fun project to take too.
Hmm.
And my shawl that I want to knit on a little bit. Oh, and scarlet sweater.
That would be a good
Take
thing to
that.
take. Scarlet sweater. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take them all.
Okay.
It's
Beginning
like,
to see why your car is very packed when you leave.
why decide? Why spend all that time deciding what I will need? I'll just take it all. All the kind of current ones, I'm just gonna take them all. Plus my new stock, the Knit Picks Hawthorne, the rosy, reddy, pinky colored yarn. I
Hmm.
have to take that because I need to work on that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna knit socks and a baby sweater and a top
And a shawl.
and a shawl. But I'll just leave there'll be no blanket knitting. There'll be no
And a
blanket.
partridge in a pear tree.
I just want to do it all. I want to do it all. I just want to sit at the water and I just want to knit. Sit in my chair under an umbrella, listen to the water and knit.
I I'm gonna listen to the motorcycles at the gas station next door. Oh my God, you guys are obnoxious in the summer.
Okay.
It's because next door to me is a gas station, so in the summer,
Oh yeah, yeah,
all the motorbikes.
yeah.
Deep
I
sigh.
think you're right. Liz says take all the things, knit on none or maybe one.
Maybe one. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to do a fair number. But yeah, I know, isn't that's usually I know I had a friend who just came back from I don't know if it was a weekend or a week, maybe it was a week away, and she said she had packed all the crafty things, some knitting projects, some cross stitch, and ended up not doing any. She just read the whole week, and
Well,
which is wonderful too.
Diana and I may have okay, so we have a thread on our Discord. It's only
Yeah.
me, only us and the mods can see it.
Uh-huh.
It's a good way for us to keep stuff organized. We
Yep,
call
yep.
it the brain dump.
Uh-huh.
It's where all the ideas go.
Oh, that's
Every
good.
off the it all goes there. So we could just scroll back and pick and choose when we're like, in the moment.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And she was like, we should do. I'm like, what? She's like, we should have a weekend race. Like, weekend race. She's like, yeah, we cast on like Friday and we have till Sunday bedtime to do a start to an FO. I'm like, I'm game.
oh my gosh, wouldn't that be fun?
I'm game. What weekend are you free? It's in September. Okay, cool. So we've got time to find a project.
Oh my goodness, that is so fun.
And I was
Okay,
like, so now my brain's like,
what can it be?
I gotta keep an eye out for a project that could conceivably be done in 3 days because Diana has
Yeah,
a 3-day weekend. She has
yeah.
Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays off.
Okay. Okay.
Picked a weekend where she's not out of town or at a
Yes.
dance competition
Yes.
or has her family visiting. And there are not many of those. I
You
will
gotta
have you
find
know
out
there are
what works
not
in your
many of
schedule.
those.
Oh,
So now I need to start perusing my things I wish to make pile and see if
yes.
we can find something to do to race against each other with.
Oh my gosh, listen to this. Nikki just typed the funniest thing. So, like we were saying, right? I was like a shawl and a pair of socks and a this and a this, and you said and a partridge in a pear
In a pear
tree.
tree?
Nikki said you need to change that out and it needs to be and an emotional support chicken. So, which I'm
Uh,
assuming that's what you mean instead of a partridge in a pear tree. Either that or she's suggesting onion and emotional support chicken. But I'm thinking that would be perfect, right? Switch that out and a partridge in a pear tree to an
It'd be an
emotional
ESC
chicken.
and a pear tree. So you get emotional support chicken. That's the only way to get that to work and have the rhyme still kick in.
Emotional support chicken.
It
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
work that way,
I
guys.
just
It's got to
opened
be
my
at an
little bit
ESC and a tree.
tree. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. But
that would work.
that's a
Yeah,
perfect
because
tree.
emotional support chickens are fun. You should absolutely make one. I have one. It was gifted to me
Our
because I
our local.
spoiled.
Oh, did you get one?
I got
Nice.
one in the mail.
Oh, people spoil you. You are like lucky. Well, our one of our local yarn shops, Little Red Mitten, they did July was a crochet month and they were doing crochet bags. And then I saw they just did a knit night. So maybe it was this past Friday night and it was a crocheted emotional support chicken night. So that looked really fun. I saw some video of
I'm
them all there
delightful.
with all like super cool colors and yeah, like what that's a great fun knit night project.
Super.
All right, guys. Well, I think we'll wrap up for tonight. Jocelyn's
Yeah.
dying of heat.
Oh my God, I'm gonna melt. I gotta go sit in front of the air conditioning unit.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I've got to switch into packing and, get ready mode here.
yeah, when your overnight low is 23 and your dew point is 18 Celsius. It's gross.
Oh, there.
I'm moving to the Highlands, guys. Someone go find me a Highland dude. He doesn't have to own a castle. He just has to be able to support my yarn habit. I'll
Hello.
stay at home and cook and clean for him. I feel like that is a fair trade. But we're talking like northern Scotland. Like I
Oh
don't
my
want
gosh.
I
I
want
would
to be
totally come visit you there. Go move there, Jocelyn.
I just find me a dude. I'm gone. I am done with this flippin' heat in this province.
Well, I had a friend who's they were looking and they found a spot. I don't know if it was Nova Scotia or PEI. Nikki, maybe you can help me out here. And And they said they Googled and said like the temperature, and it was like the perfect temperature because it didn't never got super cold in the winter, and it also never got crazy, crazy hot. And I
Couldn't
don't
care
know if it was
less.
on water. I don't know. And they're like, we need to move here.
Everyone's always like, but it rains so much there. I'm like, it is so humid in this province. My toe that I broke when I was a teenager against the concrete stairs at my parents' house to get into the house aches all the time. So as far as my toe is concerned, I already live in a rain-heavy
Here.
environment.
You know what?
It's fine.
I am so lucky. The long list of bones that I have broken in my whole entire life,
Yeah,
thankfully, I only
none of them.
have one, and it just started this past year.
Oh, my
But
toe.
most of the time, I have no problems, no problems with anything I broke. Like I should stop saying that because I'm going to jinx it. But okay, so
Usually,
Nikki's
usually revised it. So usually
revised
my
it.
brain pan, I get a migraine just as the pressure
Oh,
drops, just as the
yeah,
storm's coming in. So about like 4 or 5 hours ahead of a really good storm, my head is just killing me.
yeah, that's not good.
Not good.
Not good. An emotional chicken in a project bag. An
Yeah.
emotional chicken in a project bag. I mean, that kind of has that in a partridge in a pear tree. An emotional support chicken in a project bag. Could make that work. We could make that work.
Or you could just be like knit chicken in a project. Knit
Yeah.
chicken in a
Uh,
bag.
no,
Now we're gonna, you know what I'm gonna do, right?
no,
Gonna
you're gonna
I'm gonna farm this little brain pan nugget out to Mr. B and see what he can do with it.
see what he can come up with.
Yeah.
Oh, Nikki says that's where I live, Louise. It's never super cool. Oh my gosh, Nikki, really?
That
Well,
would be really like, I mean, then it's an obvious option because you already have a built-in friend network right there.
just be Nikki's neighbor. So she said that's where I live. It's never super cold air or super long winters, not super hot, super long summers. Oh my gosh, Nikki, where are you?
It's just the summer I could do without. I'm fine with
Yeah.
the winter part. It's the summer I could do without.
The summers. I love summer and I'm always sad for summer to go because I love summer. I love the beach. I love gardening. And I'm always truly sad when fall. I mean, I like fall too, but I always wish summer would last a little bit longer. But yeah, these crazy, sweltering days
It's what our
are,
summers are now.
yeah, they're a little hard.
We're not making any changes, so
Nikki
this
said the
is
warmest it has been is 22. Wow. Oh my gosh. But the problem is, and I say all this the whole time, but I will never move because my family's here. So there's not
oh, I
happening.
will.
Yeah, I know we've talked about this, right? And you said you will, and I'm like,
I would
I
absolutely.
no, I won't. Not unless everybody moved with me. So
No, no. I have family across country.
okay, so Nikki says so it's the southeast coast of Newfoundland, Burren Peninsula. Oh my gosh, Newfoundland. I'm sorry, Nikki. I always know you're on the East Coast, but I always have a hard time remembering like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PI, like which.
Which is which?
Yeah, I always have to stop and think, right? And it's like, where is like Briggs and Little? It's I need to get better with my East Coast provinces. I guess I'm bad. I'm just kind of lump them all together, right? It's like the East Coast because um Nikki says, come on down. Maybe for a visit sometime. I would love to come for a visit. All right, everybody. Well, we better wrap it up. We said we're going to do an hour and we're already over that. So
You're in charge.
I know we
You're
just
in
can't stop
charge.
talking.
I'm just sitting here slowly working my way through this
That's
frickin' gray.
amazing. Okay, well, you guys, we
Gray.
are going to call it a night. So we'll be back in I
Two
dropped
weeks.
I dropped my phone at some point. So yes, so whatever the first Friday is in September. It may be the long weekend again, but I don't think that's going to make a difference for me. So,
Are we not meeting in 2 weeks for mid-month motivation in
oh,
August?
oh my gosh, see, look at that. I'm like stuck on fall. Oh, yeah, probably.
All right. Well, that gives us August
Oh
the
my gosh, let me try and pick up my phone.
16th.
Yeah, that's should be fine.
Because technically we would have done on the second, but we're not. And then the ninth we would have skipped, which means the 16th we'd meet, which means the 23rd and the 30th. Okay, here's a question. 16th or 23rd? How close to the end of the month do you want mid-month motivation?
Um, oh yeah, because then we'll be on the September 6th, won't we?
Yes, we will.
I don't know. We could
16,
leave it at the 16th.
23rd. Leave it at the 16th? Okay.
Sure.
Works for me.
Okay. Let me put
My you phone
calendar.
would like me to know that you're alive on the internet.
So kind of them.
So helpful, YouTube. Thanks, man.
All
All right,
right.
guys.
It's
16th it is.
calendar. All right. Wonderful. Well, you guys, thanks for hanging out with us on this Wednesday night. So have a good rest of the week and enjoy the long weekend. And we'll be
Whatever
back.
your plans may be.
Oh, that's right. Whether it's summery things or just hanging out with
Hiding because it's
fun.
hibernation season.
That's right. Either one is good.
Either
Either
one is
one is
good.
good. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for
Woo.
commenting, chatting with us. Happy knitting and crocheting.
Bye,
We
guys.
will see you in a couple weeks.